Hey everyone, today on Two Guys Tech, we're going to be taking a look at how to install Plex Media Server on Windows, macOS, and Linux. Let's do it. Alright, so before we get into the install, what exactly is Plex? Well, at its core, Plex is an application that lets you stream physical media over the network. So rather than having to play Blu-rays or DVDs or 4K UHD Blu-rays on a physical Blu-ray player, you can rip that content and start streaming it over the network using any kind of streaming player that supports the Plex client, like a Roku, like an NVIDIA Shield, or like an Apple TV. So to start off, I'm going to be showing you how to install it on Windows 10 right here. This should work fine on Windows 7 and up. I'll leave a link in the description to download the Plex Media Server app. So the first thing that you need to do is obviously download the server, and that's pretty easy. Like I said, link in the description. Right here, click on the download link, and you'll be able to run it from there. Once you have the server application downloaded, all you have to do is click the install button, let it do its thing, and click launch once you're prompted. Alright, so once Plex Media Server is all done installing, you're going to see this screen. So once you're here, just go ahead and click this button here. Got it. And it will prompt you to join the Plex Pass if you want, but don't worry about that right now as you start setting up Plex Media Server. And this is where you get to start making some choices. So what I like to do is give my servers kind of code names, so I'll just call this one Win Server, because this is going to be where I'm showing you how to set it up from Windows. I'm not going to allow the server to be accessed outside the home. I want to just keep it in the local network for now. So you're just going to hit next. And now you get to choose what kind of libraries that you actually want to add to your server. So this one is just going to be for movies right now. So I'm going to remove these music and photos libraries. So you're just going to hit the X there. Yes, I'm sure. Same thing for this one. And now I'm going to add a library. So a library is basically a collection of a certain kind of media. So for instance here, I want to add a movies library. And you can see it's going to be called movies. That's just fine. And now I'm going to browse for a media folder. So this is actually going to be where all of the movies are kept. So from here, I'm going to go, and if I open up my file explorer here, I actually have a partition called movies. It's a 32 gigabyte volume. And this is what I'm going to use. It's the E drive in Plex. So I'm just going to add this entire drive. And you can see the E drive is my entire Plex movies library. So I'm going to add that. And now I have a setup movies library that I'll be able to put movies into once I'm ready. Go ahead and hit next here, and it's going to ask you if you want to add any Plex apps, but I'm just going to hit done. I'm not worried about that right now. And if I go ahead and head over to more here, I can see Win Server. This is the server that I just set up. It's saying there was an error loading this library, but that's just because there's no media in it. So that's basically everything you need to do to install Plex Media Server on Windows. Alright, so now in macOS, the process of installing Plex Media Server is going to be very similar. You're going to start just like Windows by downloading the server application. And just right here, it'll download a zip file. And unarchive that with whatever utility you choose. And you can see here an application called Plex Media Server. So if you're familiar with installing applications in macOS, this is going to be very familiar. Plex Media Server will work on a Mac with OS 10.9 or higher. I'm running 10.13 High Sierra, so that won't be any problem. I'm going to take the Plex Media Server application, drag it in the applications folder. Right there. And now when I double click it, it will prompt me if I want to run this application. I'm going to hit open. And just like that, it will begin the setup process just like on Windows. So right here, I'm not signed into my Plex account. So if you don't have one, go ahead and register. It's really easy, and then you'll be able to log in. I registered using Google, so all I have to do is hit continue with Google. And here, we're at the exact same prompt that we received when we were in Windows, and the steps are basically exactly the same. The only difference is, as I go through here, what you'll notice is after I get to choose the libraries I want to set up with my server, now I'll leave it just like that. Make sure I uncheck the allow me to access my media outside my home. Hit next. And now at this step, I'm going to do, just like I did on Windows, delete these library types that I don't need. Add a library. This will be a movies library. Hit next. And the only difference is when I browse for a media folder, I'm going to be using a different kind of drive. So you can see here, this is the exact same computer that I just did the Windows tutorial on. It's actually a PC running macOS. So I'm going to use the movies volume right there, rather than the E drive like it was on Windows. It's a movies volume. This is a FAT32 volume. That's why I can access it in both Windows and macOS. I'm just going to add it to the library. Hit next. And just like that, I now have, if I go to more here, you can see I have my Mac Pro and Win Server right there. So those are the two I've just set up. Now I'm going to show you how to set it up on Linux. So right now I'm going to be using Ubuntu 20.04 LTS, the long-term support release. And I suggest if you are building a dedicated Plex server to go with something like Ubuntu Server. It's going to be way lighter. You're going to be able to dedicate a lot more of your system resources to Plex rather than trying to run, the operating system interface and everything else that you don't really need to run Plex. So the very first thing we're going to do is we're in a terminal right now. So we have no icons or nothing, and if you're familiar with Linux, obviously, you're going to know exactly what you're looking at. These steps will apply to any Debian-based Linux distribution, so if you just want to open up a terminal and follow these directions, they'll work perfectly for you. But the very first thing we need to look at is our IP address. So you can see our IPv4 address for the Ethernet adapter that we're using right now is 192.168.0.143. And if you don't see this right here, just punch in this command, ipaddr show. And you can see there, it will show all of the network interfaces on the system. And right here I have the Ethernet card that shows 192.168.0.143. And now that we actually know the IP address of the system, it's time to start installing Plex. So the very first thing we're going to be doing is running this command here that you can see on the screen. And this is going to add the Plex repository's keys to our system. At this point, you're going to be prompted for your user password, so just punch it in right here. And next, we're going to be typing this command that you can see at the bottom of the screen. I'll be leaving all of these in the description, so if you need to, you can just copy and paste them into your terminal. This command is going to add the repository to apt. And now that we have the repository added to our system, all we have to do is install one prerequisite, update our system, and install Plex Media Server. So use these three commands here back to back, and I'll be doing that right here. If you come to this prompt, you're just going to want to hit enter. And at this point, Plex Media Server is installed on your system. If you want to verify that's running, run this command. And you can see here that the process is active and running, which means that Plex Media Server is now accessible over the network. And we can start setting it up from another system. And you can see here that from Windows, I can actually access the Plex Media Server using the IP address that my Ubuntu server had. So I'm connected to 192.168.0.143 on port 32400. I'm at the page webindex.html, which you're going to have to navigate to manually if you set it up on Linux like I did. So from here you'll see that things are a little bit different because you don't have the first time setup. But if you go here to more, and you can go to the server right here, it will say that your server is unclaimed and not secure. So when you claim it, it will link it to your Plex account and you can start the setup just like the other options. And now, just like the other servers, I'm able to set it up exactly the same way. I can give the server a name. I'm going to uncheck this just like I did on the other servers. And from here, I can manage all of my libraries and everything else exactly like I could on Windows macOS. So with that, that's pretty much the end of the video. and I'm really happy with the way that we have our setup on our home theater. If you want us to cover that in another video, let us know, and we can show you everything that we have on our Plex Media Server, the hardware, how many drives we have in it, and everything like that. So guys, thank you very much for watching, and have an awesome day.